Previously on Dragon Ball FighterZ, a hero had risen above the rest early on in Goichi. With his defeat of SonicFox at Final Round, everyone had him pegged as the best in the world. With Combo Breaker on the horizon, that crown would be on the line once again. While Goichi reigned supreme in Japan, America had its own budding fighting game god. Young, confident, and furry, SonicFox was impossible to ignore.
好きなやつ、やっぱりソニックフォックスですね。やっぱ他の人とは違った強さがありまして。
SonicFox is a kind of a nut in some cases, but he's a smart nut. He's always thinking about the best logical option or the thing that he knows 100% will hit you, or he knows what you're going to do and will block it 100% of the time. Because you can't really structure OP in this game like in other games. You have to make hard reads, and he's a lot better at that than Goichi. I think SonicFox is the best player for you.
The thing that makes SonicFox special as he is his ability to adapt. He learns games so fast. He plays a character, you've been playing him for 2 years, he picks him up in an hour and finds something that you just didn't know was there. He has this extra, level in his brain to break things down. And when you know the game mechanics down to a T, you can play with the system any way you want. And it's not the first time we've seen him do it. He's done it in every title he's played.
勝負強さもそうですし、立ち回りの強さ、うまさもそうなんですけど、すぐに対応してくるんで。
The way you describe me and Goichi is I'm like the unstoppable voice and it meets an immovable object. What are you gonna do to open me up versus how I'm known to open people up all the time, so it's pretty sick.
こっちも負けんぞっていう気にならせてくれるのが彼かなと思います。
Pretty much our rivalry is because we want to be stronger than one and another, so we just keep grinding the game just to beat each other, and I think it's really cool. I know a lot of his bad habits, he knows a lot of mine. It's pretty sick.
A few months of adaptation would be put to the test at Combo Breaker 2018, the next big clash of top FGC talent. Coming in, Goichi was undoubtedly the favorite to win again.
No one ever rests on their laurels, and with a player of SonicFox's caliber, he went home, he did the work, he cycled through a bunch of new teams.
Combo Breaker, I ended up playing in a much more stronger and cheaper team at the time. I ended up playing Cell, Kid Buu, Gotenks, and they were all three of those characters just mixed you into an oblivion, right?
It just came down to him optimizing his new team and making those guys block as much as possible. Because you could tell by that team that he had, it ain't really had no neutral, but once he got it going, it was pretty hard to stop it.
Goichi is very consistent, but SonicFox doesn't crack. Goichi you can crack. If you open him up on defense, sometimes he breaks down, and you can see that in his matches where he blocks forever, and he gets hit once, and then he starts not teching Dragon Rushes, he starts getting hit by overheads, even 6Ms.
We see Sonic win the first set. We see him in the reset. Can he close this out against Goichi?
Going right back in. Goichi doesn't need a break. He's going to keep it going. And he gets opened up by SonicFox again.
It was the first time where I felt when I went neutral against him with the team, I could just kill him afterwards because he had to take a mix-up immediately. And pretty much use it to my advantage to defeat him. And it was one of my biggest wins because it was the very first time Goichi ever lost a huge tournament.
Hello, SonicFox, your Combo Breaker 2018 Dragon Ball FighterZ champion.
He defeated Goichi, everybody else, and showed that not only could America hang, that Sonic was probably going to be the best.
That win meant so much because it showed that Goichi of all people who was dominating tournaments all across the world, beating everybody up. I told myself I was going to defeat him at next Combo Breaker. Even before the tournament started, a week ago, I tweeted at him the Combo Breaker is where you fall.
The great shadow looming over all these early tournaments is EVO, widely considered to be the most important tournament of the year. In the back of their minds, every player knows that each win brings them closer to the biggest stage of them all. Following shortly after Combo Breaker was the Summit of Power, an invitational showcase for the world's best players to entertain and compete.
The Summit of Power was an amazing thing. I've seen summits, in other titles before, but how they were going to relate to the fighting game community, I wasn't entirely sure. But not only did they get the correct clash of talent and personality, I can't explain how real it felt. Nothing was forced. The content was original.
Summit's definitely probably my all-time favorite tournament to have ever gone to. It was just fun to hang out with a bunch of top players, grind, get stronger, have a lot of laughs, play a lot of like different games and things like that, and just hang out. It was pretty sick.
So I feel like just having that environment like that alone really made all the players just feel right at home. You know, and I never really seen Kazunoko be a clown, or like, I always seen Dogoro be a clown, but I seen him being more of a clown this tournament.
Everyone in Dragon Ball genuinely likes each other. There's no real rivalries in Dragon Ball. Like, we're all friendly to each other.
It was truly a hyperbolic time chamber for top players to work on the game on a deep, collaborative level. But a new face had risen above the rest.
Oh, he did
Waits for the
reflect
PP.
him up. Oh,
He did it!
Hook winners finals of the Summit of Power.
And Hook Gang God winning it?
Hook, I didn't even know this pretty much was his breakout game. You know what I mean? Hook Gang, even though he'd been playing games before, you could just tell with each game he was just getting stronger and stronger. So that's what made it even more interesting. Because at that point in Summit of Power, you had SonicFox and Goichi was pretty much the names, right? Come out of nowhere and not only beat Goichi, but beating SonicFox, that really set the tone that with just practice, good practice, and just a good attitude to get you to those places.
Hook had won Summit, and with Sonic and Hook atop the rankings, America's power level seemed impossible to top. Until...
Then CEO happened and Japan was like, all right, dog.
Get ready for battle!
Good evening, ladies and dragons. Welcome to the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour here at CEO 2018.
I'm excited. Who's going to get the Dragon Ball?
That is a good question. There is 4 Americans and 4 Japanese players in this top 8.
This is
split
crazy.
right down the middle, the same way Combo Breaker was.
Looking at the way everybody's been playing, if I had to put money on somebody taking them out, it would be Kazunoko. So multiple Evo game finalist. He's definitely proven that he can do it. And he's playing so solid, so clean.
Everyone's playing Kid Buu, right? Everyone and their mother. Because why wouldn't you? They're the best 3 characters in the game. But Kazunoko's approach to fighting games is so smart, right? He sees that Yamcha is by far the best assist in the game. With the exception of Cell, who needs assists, every single character can function on their own. He says, no, I'm going to pick the best assist in the game now that Vegeta's nerfed. It's Yamcha. I'm going to mow you down with Yamcha, make everything safe, and have this like frame 1 assist that just sweeps the entire bottom of the screen.
I just think about Kazunoko, he plays neutral really, really well, and he's known to play like super separately oriented teams. So if he just gets that one hit, he'll just stop playing to death, like straight up. It does not matter who you are or like how good your defense is. A 50-50 is a 50-50, so you better flip that coin.
You just have this player that knows how to take a character that is actually not that good and really just make them shine and show that, hey, if you want to play this game with 2 points and 1 assist, totally welcome, totally viable. It just has to be Yamcha.
That was a point when the Japanese players found a brand new meta, which is like super dash plus assist, and I was just like, I did not know how to deal with it at all.
Into the winners finals he goes. Goichi over Hook Gang God. One more hit and SonicFox is in loser's bracket.
There it
He
is.
snipes
Don't beat
it.
it. Oh,
He's got the
stopped
big boy combo, and there it is. Fenrich 2-0 over SonicFox.
I just got kind of completely annihilated by that meta.
They just dominated. It was free. Top 4 all Japan. They beat everyone. Nobody. America won no games. You know, Fenrich, Kazunoko, Yamcha assist for a title. Goichi still there. It's just
That'll do it. Kazunoko is going to send SonicFox home. Hook Gang God goes home with 5th place.
so much adaptation and the ability to work together and learn and rise each other up as a scene is the most impressive part to me.
Just played so much better than all of us, and including like even Goichi wasn't even ready for like the new meta that Kazunoko was developing with this team. It was just so cheap, and then he ended up like destroying everybody. It was so crazy. But I was just like, I now know what I have to do. So
CEO was just, it is what it is. It was free.
Kazunoko had claimed victory at CEO, and Japan had swept America's best players aside at the top echelon, all in the lead-up to the biggest show of the year, EVO.